most people are still stuck in the boomer mindset of, I need to get a savings account. I need to buy a house because a house is an asset. And I need to just work my job for 40 years and hopefully my 401k will do me right and my company won't go
Yeah,
under.
yeah.
But
So
that's going
crazy.
out the window.
Yeah,
And the reality is these people aren't left stranded though, because you have a legitimate financial product that is HEX. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what HEX is? Because, and I know, I know that this is something that you've been over numerous times, but a lot of people who may watch my channel, they're not too familiar as to what HEX
yeah,
actually is.
yeah. No, it's easy. It's cool. So well, here's the deal. It's the only decentralized financial instrument in the market. Everything else actually has a mechanism that forces you to give up control of your keys, right? So what is HEX from a technological standpoint? From a technological standpoint, HEX is simply a smart contract. And what that means is that it's just a protocol that allows you to do a specific function with it, right? And in this instance, that function happens to be earn interest, right? Earn a yield. That's what you're trying to do here. You're trying to earn a yield. So when you're buying HEX and you're staking it, you're trying to earn more than just the HEX you bought, right? And then the question becomes, well, for how long do you want to stake it, right? And then there is where the question is answered based on what you desire, right? Do you want to stake it for 90 days? Do you want to stake it for a year? Do you want to stake it for the max, right? Do you understand why you want to stake it for that long? Whatever the duration is. So the whole big thing about it is that there's no intermediary. It's just you and the contract, right? So there is no third party upon which you have to rely for this interest. This yield is being paid out by the protocol itself. And it's a function of the options that you select at the beginning of the stake, which are then going to define your stake, your stake's parameters, right? And that's going to come in the form of T shares, right? And the longer you stake, the more shares you get. And that's really simple. It's that simple. So it functions like a CD, right? And that it pays you interest. But the difference here is that this CD, in the real world, you don't get any more capital appreciation or more capital gain. In this instance, you do, because this is a currency in the instance, right? Like you're really just buying into this unit of account that is a store of value, right? But that your unit of account actually has a price attached to it, right? And that price is a function of that T-share value, because even that T-share is worth something, right? And this is where that payout increases in value over time with the value of X, because everything in the system is tied to that T-share value. And that T-share value at a very basic level is based on a specific quantity of HEX. And over time, with the more people that interact with the network, the higher that rate is going to go, because that rate is defining how much network activity is actually going on. So it's really a function of Metcalfe's law, right, with the network effect and how things increase over time. So yeah, that's pretty much HEX. It's just a protocol. So it's very simple, but it's just hard for people to wrap their head around it because it's so new, right? There's never been anything like this before that offers such optionality as well as the ability to actually attain financial freedom.